Missouri DeMolay is an international organization of young men focused on service, community, and family. The DeMolay 5K Run Walk is a fundraiser for the Walker Scottish Rite Clinic at Maryville University. And joining us today to share more is the director of the Walker Scottish Rite Clinic, Jacob Gutshall. He's going to be joining us in the second segment, but right now I have two young men here that are going to talk about it. I've got Dalton Gilbert, Jurisdictional Officer of Missouri DeMolay, and Richard Abel, State Master Counselor of Missouri DeMolay. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
So this is exciting. You guys have this great event coming up next weekend in Forest Park, the 5K run. I want to get into all the details, but first I want to kind of take a step back. And for those who might not, when I said Missouri DeMolay, they might say, what is that? And I said it was a fraternal organization, but they want to know more about it. Can you give us a brief overview of the organization and what it does?
Yeah, DeMolay is dedicated to helping our communities, specifically the youth, the young men, and developing them into leaders that the communities need. We help in our 7 cardinal virtues are filial love, love of parents, reverence for God, courtesy, comradeship, fidelity, cleanness, and patriotism. And we're taught to practice those every day in our daily lives. So
that's fantastic. When did you get involved? How did you both get involved?
I joined DeMolay. My father passed it on to me. He's a senior DeMolay.
Okay.
I joined in the Scottish Rite building off of Lindell Boulevard. And he didn't really tell me much. We went there and I saw the ceremonies and the values that they inculcated in. It resonated with me. So.
That's great. And Dalton, what about you? When did you get involved?
I got a letter in the mail back in 2015. My mom read it and she knew that like my family used to be a part of it,
okay,
but she didn't really know what it was, but she knew it was a great organization. Back then I didn't know anything about it, so I was like, okay, sure, I'll join. But now looking back, I'm so glad that I did. It's changed me to be a better man than I ever was before.
That's really great. And so you came together recently to come up with this idea for the 5K, because this is just the second year. So what happened? Were you just sitting around and you're like, we need to do this fundraiser for the Walker Scottish Rite? I mean, how did the idea come about?
So last year, the state officers were trying to think of some fun events that the boys could put on to help an organization, the Scottish Rite, that has done so much for our young men. And we thought of the Walker Scottish Rite Clinic, who helps us during our leadership training conferences and who is at our installations, and they're supporting us. And we thought that we should give them some money so that they can help our community's youth, the preschool age kids that don't really have a voice. And in DeMolay, we really believe that, especially in my case, I found my voice in DeMolay. And the Scottish Rite, the Walker Clinic helps the preschool age kids find their voice.
Find their voice. Well, as I mentioned in the intro, I'm going to be speaking with the director, with Jacob, in the second segment. So we're going to learn more about where the proceeds are going. Let's kind of get into the details of the race. So we're looking at Saturday, June 8th. We were just looking at some video, and we can play that again. This is open to anyone. Is that right? Anyone can sign up for it?
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody is welcome to come to help or to run or walk if they want to. And I know that so kids under age 12 can walk for free with their parents. From 13 to 22, that's the student rate of $15, okay, and 23 and up is $25.
Okay,
yep.
All right. And Dalton, anything else you want to add about the race? Why people should just come out? Obviously, to support a really great cause. But is there any other reason you want to throw out there before we wrap up?
I think Richard covered it perfectly. Just make sure you hydrate. Yeah, that's about it.
That's good. Make sure you hydrate. But I appreciate you clarifying this is open to anyone. And again, this is supporting the Walker Scottish Rite Clinic. And we're going to get into some details in the second segment. But for now, check out the graphic on your screen. It's the second annual DeMolay 5K Run Walk. It's taking place Saturday, June 8th in Forest Park, starting at the upper Muny lot. Right there, Forest Park. For more information, you can head to 5k.modemolay.org. And Dalton and Richard, thank you so much for being here. I know it's not easy to kind of sit down and to talk about yourselves, how you got involved, but I think it's great that you came up with the idea for this, and I appreciate you being here today to share all the details about the event. Thank you. All right, well, we're going to have more when we come back. Stay with us, just a short break. We're going to have more at STL Live right after this.